Hi, this is Subhayan Chakravarti for Rev Sports, joined by Debasis Sen, and there's a big development in the Indian cricket team that Shreyas Iyer is likely to undergo a surgery for his back injury and might miss a long haul of cricket. He might be ruled out for around 5 months. That rules him out of the IPL, that rules him out of the WTC Final, which is the big one. Actually, India play Australia in England, and that will be a big one. Devashish, if I have to ask you, Shreyas Iyer, of course, the number five role in the Test team, that's a very crucial role, and Shreyas has been doing really well. But who will replace Shreyas Iyer is the big question right now.
Obviously, as of now, if you ask me, obviously KL Rahul looks to be the favorite to replace Shreyas Iyer. But technically, if you say someone like Ajinkya Rahane fits in well because he has the experience of
Right.
playing in England, having scored 100 at that Test match against England at
Right.
Lords. He has played county cricket. He's played for Hampshire. He's going to play for Leicestershire in June. So he has that experience, in fact, wealth of experience, I would say. Someone who averages almost 40 in Test cricket. So I think when you have someone availability like Ajinkya Rahane, you should actually get him on board.
Absolutely, and Ajinkya Rahane is a very curious case because he led India in that historic Australia
Yeah,
tour.
absolutely.
After that, he was the vice captain under Virat Kohli. But after that, he went to a slump of form, has been dropped from the team. But recently in the Ranji Trophy, he did actually play well. He scored a double hundred, I guess, if I'm not wrong, against
Absolutely,
Hyderabad.
yes.
He scored a 190 plus against Assam, if I'm again not wrong. So he was in decent touch in the Ranji Trophy. So I think you are not wrong here in saying that India could actually use his experience, but at the same time you mentioned the name of KL Rahul as well. So these two, out of, if I have to ask you, Devashish, that Ajinkya Rahane, you have KL Rahul for the middle order option. Whom would you prefer?
See, if you ask me, means honestly, I would still go with KL Rahul because he brings in that option of a wicketkeeper batter.
Right.
So you can actually play him as a wicketkeeper who can bat as well in the middle order. So that will lead solidity in that batting lineup. But talking about Ajinkya, someone who has the experience, as I said, of playing in England, doing well in England, and the Test series that we are talking about, captaining India to that great series win against Australia. So having said that, he has gone to domestic cricket, scored runs. Then why would you, when someone who has scored runs, who has proven his mettle in domestic cricket, then why don't you draft him in the playing 11, and that too in a big final like the World Test Championship?
True. Devashish, recently we saw KS Bharat keeping for India in the recently concluded Test series against Australia at home. But at the same time, there has been questions around KS Bharat's wicket keeping skill. There were a couple of dropped catches. Even his batting, some said that was not up to the mark. So maybe we can say that it won't be a bad option to play both KL Rahul and Ajinkya Rahane in that middle
Why
order.
not? Why not? Why not? It can be done. I mean, so obviously, with due respect to KS Bharat, Subhayan, you should also
Right.
agree with me because it does not look at someone who can force initiative. Means with that in that number five or six or batting order, which Rishabh Pant perfectly fits in, he could actually take on the attack. Means obviously a breezy knock of 40-50 can take away the match from the opposition. So
True.
which was not the case. He looked. I mean, he looked someone who is not confident enough. Means obviously it reflected on his wicket keeping as well. But KL Rahul, I think obviously there will be slump for every cricketer.
Right.
Any cricketer in the world goes through a slump, be it a KL Rahul or a Virat Kohli or a Ajinkya Rahane. So now that Rahane has performed in domestic cricket, he has been in amongst runs. So he will be playing the IPL as well. So why not get him into that World Test Championships final squad?
Absolutely, and to all our viewers who are thinking why we are again taking Ajinkya Rahane's name, Cheteshwar Pujara was dropped alongside Rahane. If Cheteshwar Pujara can make a comeback into the team and score runs for the team, then maybe Ajinkya Rahane.
Absolutely.
They are big cricketers.
Absolutely.
They have played so many
Yeah.
tests for India, so they deserve at least another chance if they are performing well and are in the scheme of things for the Indian team management. But apart from that, the selection committee and the BCCI's Indian team management will finally take the call. But do let us know what you think, whether both KL Rahul and Ajinkya Rahane should play in the team, whether Ajinkya Rahane should be reconsidered. Let us know in the comment section below. But that's it from me and Debasis Sen from here. But do drop your comments and let us know what you're thinking. Who should play in that WTC final? Drop your comments down below and keep following us. Thank you.